Daily Devotionals for April 7th. Today's scripture reading will be John 19:5-7. Then Jesus came out wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe. And Pilate said to them, "Behold the man." Therefore, when the chief priests and officers saw him, they cried out, saying, "Crucify him, crucify him." Pilate said to them, "You take him and crucify him, for I find no fault in him." The Jews answered him, "We have a law, and according to our law, he ought to die because he made himself to be the Son of God." So, they, of course, took Jesus. He had to carry his cross to Golgotha. They released Barabbas. They have Jesus, who's badly beaten and bruised and bloody, and he's carrying his cross. Of course, then Simon the Cyrene, he comes to assist Jesus, and he's there. They nail him to the cross. They have him naked before everyone that's there. I can't imagine being Mary, his mother, being there and having to witness this. But he says from the cross, he says to his mother, "Woman, behold your son," which is John. John's the only one that stuck around. The other disciples were gone. And he said to him, "Behold your mother." It's like he was entrusting John to take care of his mother. And John was pretty young. But, and I've often wondered, John was the beloved. And is that one reason? God preordained that he would be the one to receive the revelation. But, it's just kind of a side thought there. But, Jesus fulfilled all scripture, and, bowing his head down, he said, "It is finished." He took his last breath. Everything that needed to be done to fulfill scripture for his life, for us, for mankind. Nobody could do what he did. And I know I didn't mention this, I believe yesterday, when I talked about by his stripes, but something the Lord taught me years ago was the importance of taking communion. And that is, it was his blood that was poured out for our sin, for our sickness, for our disease. And in that taking of the communion, there's such a closeness that I feel from that. I feel like the heartbeat of the Father and the closeness of the Son in taking communion, because I know it's not just something we do once in a while in church. Some churches don't even take communion, but to do this on a regular basis by myself, and it's just me and the Lord, and I feel so close because it's a daily remembrance of what he did for me, for all mankind, but he did it for me. That's how I see it. He did it for me. If I was the only one on the face of the earth, he would have done this for me. And I want to have him search my heart and see what there is in me. I don't want to have that Judas spirit. I don't want to be betraying him. I don't want to be denying him like Peter did. I want to be walking in the fullness of what he's called me to. And how can I do that? It's by really being close to him. And this is one measure, one way that I can do that. Okay? All right. Till next time, be blessed.